plenary that we had done yesterday? Yeah, go ahead.
It transcends your everyday bullshit. You realize that you're a part of the story that's larger than yourself. That you're able to have ownership of the story that you didn't even know about, and that you're a part of it.
So you felt that energy in that room?
Yeah, I was crying like crazy.
Everybody was crying.
Yeah, well, and the thing that was kind of awesome about it is just like it took it out of the intellect.
Yeah.
And to me, it almost became this very heart-centered meditation and also reflection on not just our history, but our connectedness, and not the connectedness of the present, but our past, and then ergo past, present, future.
Were there certain things that that affected you the most? Was it the trailer? Was it what?
All of it. All of it, because part of it is like. I knew about the Grape Strike, and I knew all about Cesar Chavez. And I have to say that, Johnny, the photo with Robert Kennedy and Cesar Chavez, and then in the trailer, panning up to your father, I completely lost it. Oh my God, I'm starting to look again. Because it was like, why don't we know about that? Why don't we know about it? It's like, I grew up in California until I was age 10. And then I was in Virginia Beach, and then I went away to college, and you heard about Cesar Chavez, and the Chicanos do a very good job. Sorry.
That's right, got extras.
They do such a good job of telling that mythology. And I was not aware of our own mythology. Like, we're so silenced, and it's like that story has been eradicated from not only the Filipino consciousness, but our national consciousness. And I just could not, part of me was just so floored by that.
Yeah.
To me, it was shocking. It was shocking,
we prepared for this for 2 years.
Well, it was beautiful. It came together beautifully, and actually Johnny was perfect. Like, he was spot on. Because it's like, maybe, you were trying to get the words up, but what you said actually didn't really need to be said. It was a feeling. You know what I mean? It was a very spiritual feeling, and I'm a person that really believes strongly in the connection to, I think a lot of us are like this here, this really strong connection to the feeling of our ancestors. Right?
So are you saying I just only have to stand there and not say anything
Honestly,
from now on?
for me, Johnny, that probably would actually be enough. Just your presence. And it's funny because, like, I almost feel like you're communicating through kind of a telepathy. Because why else would it be so, like, effective? Like, it almost didn't even matter what you said. It was the fact that, the fact that you wanted to tell your father's story and wanted to share the story was so heartfelt. And we all felt like we were part of that story. My great-grandfather was a sugar plantation worker. So it's like, I come from a long line of farm workers. Like, I'm descended from farm workers. And that explains to me my connection to the earth. Like, I have a really strong connection to the earth and to the ground. I'm a really good gardener. But I never ever thought about it. And I have to say that it's something that my parents never really emphasized, that kind of agricultural legacy. Because, they wanted me to go to college. I went and got my bachelor's and master's degrees from Duke. And they were wanting me to kind of forget about that. There's this compartmentalization that happens, and they think they're doing you a favor, but really what they're doing is really taking a part of yourself, right? So, it's just awesome just to hear, like, the story, and then to just be a part of that story.
I'm glad you were part of it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and
I appreciate being part of the story.
Now I'm worried about my memory. Better stop now. Name?